Kathy Jackson writes in her book They Call Them Angels that World War II took the lives of more persons than any other war in history, an estimated 55 million civilians and military. Nursing first started at the time of the war when it was very rough on women. Women were to do all the necessary duties of taking care of the family and also helped out in the war of individuals who got hurt. Working as a nurse during the time of World War II, job assignments were not the same as today, as well as the training to become a nurse differs greatly. During 1943 and 1948, education for nursing was free. According to the American Association of the History of Nursing, training school for nurses back then was from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Training consisted of washing dishes, sweeping floors, cleaning refrigerators, etc. They also got to serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner to their patients, and that seems like it was the only contact nursing students experienced with their patients. Students were to learn only through observing the main person in charge. As for medicines, they had to find out what each drug was used for on their own. What is now called nursing school is so much more complex. Now we have a 4-year program which is broken down into 2 years doing bookwork and the other 2 years combined with bookwork along with clinical practice, in which you are assigned to a hospital and have hands-on practice while pulling around a nurse. Locations of facilities where nurses worked are different from what we have now. During the war, there were several places where you could work, but all had the same degree of danger, such as fields, ships, boats, trains, and hospitals. According to the Army Nurse Corps, there were 2 hospitals, General Hospital 1 and General Hospital 2. General Hospital 1 consisted of 16 wooden buildings with patients needing major surgery. General Hospital 2, located on the Real River, was out in the open, no tents or buildings, they just had the tops of trees covering them, which housed thousands of patients. Each setting had different requirements for the number of staff needed. During the war, there was definitely not enough supplies to go around and give care. Some settings had no supplies and others had more than enough. The medical supplies were under lock and key and only the doctors had the key. Some nurses had to bring supplies from home or they wouldn't have anything to work with. There are 2 women during the war that did an outstanding job, Anna Maxwell and Mary Mahoney. Each woman had different accomplishments, but both did a significant job. According to the American Association of the History of Nursing, Anna Maxwell was a nurse pioneer active in many activities crucial to the emergency of the professional nursing. She was also referred to as the American Florence Nightingale. She was in training school from 1878 to 1880. She was active in recruiting nurses for military work through the Red Cross nursing service. As for Mary Mahoney, she was the first African-American trained nurse. Her primary goal was to offer African Americans with financial aid and scholarships that wanted a career in nursing. She was in charge of a group called the Mary Mahoney Professional Organization, according to her website. They are both great women that should be always recognized for their hard work. For more information on the history of nursing, there are countless of websites that you can look over. Continue to read my reference page for more information.